All right, so now we're ready to subscribe to some stores. What does that actually mean? Subscribing to a store. I'm just going to click into mine so that I can show you this. These are the stores that this account is currently subscribed to. Now, this is just a demo account, so don't read anything into this, but it's just for demonstration purposes. So these are the stores that I currently subscribe. Now, what is it doing? This app is keeping track of all of the products that my stores that I'm subscribed to are launching. So if they're my competition, I can stay up to date with exactly what they're doing. Now, depending on when you watch this video, the screen might look very differently and the price of this app might change a lot. So basically, what this page is about to do is actually cross-reference and find their best sellers and tell you which products you should sell and shouldn't sell from your competition right away. But regardless, as you guys know, we're still in beta phase. So the price is always increasing. When you get in, you lock in your price, don't worry. But the price is always increasing because we're releasing some really cool features like that. So you guys should be just as excited as I am. But regardless, let's talk about these store subscriptions. Where do we find these stores? What's a good store that I want to subscribe to? So the first thing that I would do is we've now got a lot of saved ads. Now, if they're relevant ads, this is great. I'm going to click only Shopify stores because those are the ones we can subscribe to. Now, from here, I'm going to want to subscribe to some of these stores that I think are relevant for the niche that I want to compete in. Again, if you haven't found any relevant stores, keep watching this video. I'm going to show you where we can find some. As well, we're going to manipulate our Facebook feed. So this top one we had already chatted about. This is a leash for 2 dogs. I'm like, that's a very cool product. Let's say that already suits one of the stores that I wanted to start or I'm running already. I'm going to hop into their website. Now, it's going to take me right to their page. And this is where I can actually do a couple of cool things. Right now, we're just going to talk about that store subscriptions function. So I come to this page and I open up the app and it tells me their website rank. That's the first thing I want to look at. And I can see it on that saved ads page as well. But what's a good website ranking? I like anything, between that 600,000 to 2 million range, sometimes less, sometimes more. But the reason is anything that's, very, very good and anything that's very, very high, I know I'm not going to be able to compete with because they're monsters in the space. They have brand play. They're the Apples. They're the Target. They're all those guys, right? Walmart. So I'm not going to be able to compete with them. But if I find something like this, they're still making a lot of money. 1 million is a very good website ranking, believe it or not. There is so many websites out there. So that's actually a good website ranking. This is something that I'd want to subscribe to. So all I would do is I would click this subscribe to store button. And boom, now MyBigEdge, what it's doing is it's taking their last 25 products that they uploaded and putting them into the system for you. Then going forward, anything that they add to this system, we'll find it here. It's going to be on that store subscriptions page where we can see all those products. So perfect. Now, what I want to see is, and I can click that view subscriptions to get there right now. So now what else I want to see is I can go ahead and I can play around with this page and I can find a couple of cool things. I want to look at, their best selling products and things like that to try and get an idea of what this store is doing. And maybe I can cross-reference this, which is going to be automatic for you guys. Maybe I can cross-reference this to, it won't even let me click their best selling page. That's interesting. Maybe I can cross-reference this to their release date of these products. So again, very, very powerful. You guys are going to find a lot of cool things there, but this will be automated for you. So now we've kind of got an idea of how this is starting to come together. So at first, you guys are going to look for ads or companies, and you're going to want to subscribe to their stores, and we're going to want to follow everything that they do. So now when I hop into my store subscriptions, that was one gift for me is the website. On the left-hand side, I can just click one gift for me, and I can only see that store. Now I can start to look at a couple of things. What I'm looking for is, okay, that product, that dog leash, it's not on here. Now, it's not one of the last 25 products that they released. Is that a red flag for me? Is that a bad thing? Well, it depends. Let's see when this product list started. So 6 month, 24 date. Okay, so that's quite a while ago. Now, the longer that the product's been out there, the tougher it is for me to compete and sell that product, right? Because now people essentially know about it. And I want to sell products that people don't really know about. So that's the first indicator of a red flag. But again, we're going to chat about this in one of the future videos of exactly what we want to look for. And this will be automated for you guys shortly. We're almost done that update. So it's very, very exciting stuff. The next place we can go to find websites is, of course, we can go to Google. So if I wanted to sell watches, for example, I can type in that word watches and I can start to go to websites. Now, I know Fossil's not a Shopify website, but I'm just going to click it so you guys can see what this is like. So when I'm on Fossil, if I opened up the app, I could do a couple of things. Now, as I open it, I see that there's no subscribe to store option. Maybe there is, and I click it and a red box comes up on the top left. They're not a Shopify store, so we can't actually subscribe to them. There is this trigger Facebook pixel. That's what we're going to talk about when we say manipulating our Facebook feed. It's a very powerful tool. So go ahead and click that video after this one. But where else can we find stores? If you guys are a drop shipper, this is an amazing avenue for you. So I'm going to go to Google and I'm going to type in Oberlo Shopify. Now, Oberlo is one of the leading drop shipping apps, right? There's Dropify, there's tons, but it's one of the leading drop shipping apps on the Shopify App Store. So of course, I want to know who's using this app and maybe look at their store. So when I come to their page and I open up the product page on Shopify and I open up the tool and I click Start Shopify App Store Review. Now, if this is an app that no one else has ever searched, this can take 10-15 minutes because our database is now checking out every single website. We can see there's 2,119 people who have left a review on this platform. Now, those are the websites we're checking right now. So keep that in mind, guys, because it can take a little bit of time. So be patient, but once you do it once, you guys saw how quickly that loaded. Oberlo's obviously been searched quite a few times. So we saw how quickly that loaded. Now, what am I looking for here? These are all of the people who have left reviews on Oberlo and their stores. Boom. This is amazing because these are Shopify stores, so we can subscribe to them, as well as we know they're doing drop shipping. So this is very powerful. Now, 9,000, I'm never going to be able to compete with that guy. I'm not even going to try. That is so far out of my reach. It's insane. Maybe I'll get an idea of what products he's running, right? But I'm not going to try and compete with him heads up. Oh, I accidentally double-clicked it there. So I'm just going to click into his store and see what it's all about. A t-shirt store, drop shipping t-shirt store. Okay, very, very cool. Maybe I would want to subscribe if this is something that, I felt like I could compete on, but I don't really know if I want to compete with a giant like this. They're too good at what they do. They have brand play. They have all sorts of things. And they've got a weird logo that actually is a cryptocurrency. So that might be part of it, which is something that's very interesting. But I don't know. I've never been on that website in my life. I don't preset my examples. So as I just go, I'm just going to click Start Shopify App Store Review again. And these are all of the stores that I can go check out. So what am I looking for personally when I use this app? If I'm looking for products that I want to replicate or a store that I want to replicate, again, I'm looking for that 600,000 to 2 million range, right? There's quite a bit of stores in here, but they're going to be the ones that I can actually compete with and actually directly replicate without having to worry about brand play. They're not big enough that the brand play is an issue, but they're big enough that they're making money. So of course that's what I want. So we can click into these. They have got some horrible names because I have no idea what they're selling by their URL. So that's never a good indicator. But leggings, those are probably going to be cool leggings. That's actually not a bad business play at all. I keep double clicking it. That's not a bad business play at all. So legging, these are cool. And I guarantee you I can find these exact same products on AliExpress very, very easily. And what we would do to find that, I'll show you in another video here on finding products. So that I can show you guys kind of the reverse engineering techniques and things like that. But this is awesome. So now this is a site that I would want to subscribe to if, of course, I wanted to sell in this niche and I thought I could really compete. So find things like this. This is kind of a couple of methods, as well as you can Google them. So you guys have 3 methods. You guys can look at your Facebook feed, okay, and check out the Shopify stores. You guys can go on the Oberlo or the Shopify App Store and find stores like that, as well as you guys can Google some stores. But this is all going to become easier. If you still haven't found a store, go to the video on manipulating your Facebook feed, and this is going to give you some amazing stores that you can check out. So let's hop into that video.